Hello everyone and welcome to MechaniFurs. Today I will teach you how to make the files for a Springbonnie mask using both Blender and Fusion 360, which is a free software. We will see how to find the models, scale them to your needs, and how to add extra mechanical parts. This tutorial works with any file, any character, and features the basics of conception. All of the keys and the steps will be shown. I have released the files of the mask I just made in this tutorial on my Patreon for free, so if you want it you can go and download it. For this tutorial, I'm assuming that you have some experience with 3D printer and perhaps access to a laptop to download and use the different softwares I use: Blender, MakeHuman, and Fusion 360, and the Slicer. You're going to find your model. I use this website, it's called Sketchfab, and it's really amazing for finding models. The model I've used for my suit is called Suit Springbonnie. It comes in multiple parts. So what you're gonna do is download it in the FBX format, and then you unzip the file. If you need to make a human base that's custom to your features and your height, you can use MakeHuman. It's very easy to use. You can change a lot of parameters, but especially the height. Then you can go to Files, Export, and you can choose what you want, what format you want to export in. I go with STL because then I can import the same model into Fusion. You're gonna go into Export and you're gonna find your human models. Alright, you rotate it, you make sure it's 90 degrees. You go to this tab right here and you verify the scaling is the way you want, right? Then you click on the model, you open that little window right here, transform window, and you verify it's the exact same size you want. Here it says it's 17 meters tall, so of course it's not. You're going to fix that. On each axis you're going to have to fix the height. And then you're going to have to go to wireframe mode, so you can be sure to select everything in the lower body except the jaw, of course. You press X, delete it. I don't think it does anything right, and there it is. If you delete it, sometimes it resets the size, so you have to deal with that again. And you can scale your suit around your human's head. I think you've noticed that the eyelids are kind of bothering the character, which is a bad thing, of course. You're gonna take the eyelids and you're gonna modify them. You have to make sure that the head is slightly bigger than the character's head. The eyes are right in the spot. You can choose to keep these parts or not. I'm going to delete them since we don't need them. I'd recommend you install the springs or anything by yourself. And now we're going to make sure that your head can fit through the jaw. It's one of the most important steps, and it's still something that you can modify later. So I'm gonna go into wireframe mode once again. So there it is. Check if the head can fit. Woo! It can fit through, so hey, it's perfect. From now on, you have two solutions. Either you take that model and you directly import it either in a slicer to slice the different parts into smaller bodies to print it, but in that case you won't have the mechanical part to hold everything together, or you can import it to Cura, another software to make the paper patterns if you want to make the head out of foam. So you need to hop on to Fusion 360, which is a free software, and you go to directly, you open a new conception, you go to Insert, then you can select the STL file and hop, voila. Alright, seems good to me. So then, once that is done, you can go to that, modify, and you can you select that. So basically, you're going to select each part individually, and then you're going to separate them from the main body. This is a very easy process. You just have to double click on the different parts, double click on them to select them entirely, you know. I'm also going to select the teeth for this one, then modify and separate. Hit enter. Do the exact same for all of them. So now you've got everything. You're going to turn this STL file into a mesh that you can modify one by one. But first off, I like to hit repair so that I can make sure everything is safe to be turned into a file that you can modify. Ooh, wait, right. So that's an issue you can encounter. I'm going to convert this. So you should have something like that. So you've got your mask, you know, ready. Well, since I don't want this eyelids to move, what you can do is try to resize them so that you can, you know, try to wear them. But what I'm gonna do first is clean the mech a little bit, since you know it's pretty rough on the edges. Right, so what you're gonna do is hit L for line. You select the face. Basically, what you wanna do is draw a shape like that, right on what you want to remove on this eyelid. To clean it, you select the face, and then you extrude all the way here. You press cut. When you have this kind of double layer like this, it's when you don't repair your STL. So you don't need to do that for the other side. You can hide those two by pressing V. What you're gonna do first is go to this right here. You make a plane that goes through 3 different points. You select 3 points in the middle of the mask. You see like that. and then you go to create, symmetry, you select the eyelid, and then under you select this. Alright, so you have that. You can hide this plane, we don't need it anymore. And you're going to use Fusion to slice the model. You can go to modify, cut the body, and you can cut the head in 2 different parts. Depending on the size of your printer, you can cut the head as many parts as you want. Back, etc. So I'm going to hide the face by clicking on the eye icon. Then I'm going to create a part like this. I'm going to press L. And there you go, you've got some kind of arch. I'm gonna go for 2 sides, 10 as well, might as well do it. And there it is, you've got your support for the ear. What you can do next is make some holes for the screw. What you also can do is just glue the face or solder it. It's really up to you. I'm just going to add a few holes for the arch to work. So you just sketch some circles. I'm gonna go for 8mm. So now you have something to put your screws in, alright? And let's rearrange the endoskeleton so that we can put the ears. For this tutorial, the ears will be static. If you want the ears to have some articulations, I'm going to perhaps make a tutorial for that, but for now they are going to be entirely static. Right, so I'm going to make a part that will kind of use these 2 rods to make a connection to the base part. Then you extrude, you hit new body, and then you can just put everything together. And then of course, oh wait, I forgot one of the different points here. Then you're going to hit C and to create some holes for the screws to be in. So and then using that middle part I can do 2 holes, 6mm each, and then I can extrude these holes. The ears like that will be static, of course they will be. They won't be able to move, but that's for the better because it's a beginner tutorial and I don't want to overwhelm you, you know. You're now going to be able to create symmetry of this. The exact same mechanism for each part so that it doesn't move with the 2 screws mechanism. You do 2 small holes. It really depends on the screws you have, but I'm always going for 6 or 2 millimeters. Yeah, you're gonna have to screw things. So you're going to make some place for the head of the screw to go. I'm not entirely sure how wide the head of the screw is, you know, of the bolt. That's something you'll have to check on your side. I'm just showing approximately what this will look like. So you have the part where you can make the screws go. Since this part are outdated, every time you change one side, you know, you can always mirror this part to the other. And don't hesitate to pause the video if you don't understand something, you know. When you assemble the whole mask, you can always drill some bigger holes or something like that. That's something that you can do, and just ask your parents if you're young to do these things for you. What you can also do, of course, is the spring jaw mechanism. So actually I can do this mechanism using the arch like this. You go for 6 millimeters, and these holes are going to be for the screws that you're gonna use to screw the springs or fabric band, anything really, anything that you can use to make the jaw move, to link the jaw, but something that's not too rigid, you know. Go like that, symmetric. Once again, you cut, and there you go. You're going to go to modify, cut the body. You select the face you want, like the axis you want to cut it in, like that, rear right, here. There it is. This is your Springbonnie suit, ready to be printed. So the ears are done and static. You can use screws to screw everything in place, not only the jaw but also the arch that's inside, you know, like this. And you can wear it. And so there it is, voila! You've got your amazing Springbonnie cosplay ready. I'm going to release this specific tutorial file on my Patreon as always, if you want it, but I'd like you to do it yourself so that you can have the basis. Obviously this is a very short and basic tutorial with no articulations, with nothing, you know, too special, but you can build from that tutorial, build your Fusion 360 experience and build your knowledge about mechanical parts to make something even better with articulations, with springs, and of course with servo motors. For example, you can make the eyelids work by themselves, and that would be good. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It has been a blast to record, and I really hope I can get to make another tutorial for you, but this time for the animatronic parts. Please share with your friends that are interested in making their own Springbonnie animatronic or suit, and remember, this tutorial can be customized for any character, for anything really. And yeah guys, enjoy your holidays, I guess. Bye!